Hello, dear friends and fans. I hope you guys are fine and doing great. Well, welcome to another class of acrylic painting, and today we are gonna discuss about the drawing. Yes, I'll tell you guys that how can we improve our drawing. So here I'm gonna share 5 most important tips with you guys. So the tip number 1 is learn the basic fundamentals of the drawing, which are line, edges, value, texture, and shading, and that's all. So tip number 2 is draw from life in nature. So draw objects from your surroundings and from life and nature. So our tip number 3 is be excited about your subjects. So draw whatever you want to, but be excited about that and take interest in that. And tip number 4 is draw simple objects. And tip number 5 is draw first and then measure second. So these were some of the tips on which you guys can implement to improve your drawing. And now I'm going to tell you guys that if you're a beginner and you want to improve your drawing, so just practice these things daily and it will definitely help you guys to improve your drawing. So just take a drawing sheet and a pencil, and you guys can take large sheet as well, and just start practicing straight lines like this. Yeah, like this. And just draw hundreds of lines daily and just practice like this. So draw vertical lines as well as horizontal like this, and just do practice. So this will be basically an exercise for your hands, and you guys can practice making circles like this, and just fix your palm on the paper and slightly move your hand like this, like a compass. And also you guys can practice making these kind of curves and just move your hand like this and curves like these. Practice making different waves like this. So this is how the muscles of your hands will get used to of it. And just draw whatever you want to. Just open your hands into drawing and just practice daily and just give the muscles of your hands an exercise like this, so that your hand can work fluently. And you guys can practice diagonal lines like this. So yeah, and like this as well. Basically just keep practicing on line, because line is a very important fundamental of drawing. And once your lines are good, you're good to draw lines, you can draw like anything easily. So just practice straight lines as much as you guys can, so that your hands can get used to of it. And practice making squares and basic shapes like circles. Just give your hands practice like this, and gradually try to move your hands quickly, so that your hands can get more fluent. So these were some of the ways by which you guys can give your hands an exercise, and you guys can practice to improve your drawing. Alright, so now let me give some more suggestions to the beginners. Okay, let's suppose if you guys have to draw a circle. If you're not good at drawing, how will you draw it? You guys will draw it like this, or maybe even more bad than this, right? Just don't worry at all. What you have to do is just draw like this. Just make some rough guesses. Just don't be afraid of drawing. Just draw roughly, and then you guys can define the edges like this. So yeah, draw multiple lines. Draw by making rough guesses, and later you can choose a line which you guys think is more, correct, and just, reshape it and just define it like this. So this is how you guys can make anything. Just draw it roughly first and just, you guys can make it neat later and just define it later as well like this. And then you guys can erase these lines easily. And this is how we get a, clear and neat drawing and shape like this. Alright guys, so let me briefly tell you guys about the drawing pencils as well. So here we use HP pencil. This pencil is used for drawing. It's very lighter in shade like this. And next we have is this 2B, and this pencil is used for shading purpose, and it's little darker than the HP. I'm sorry for this lead breakage, no problem. So next we have is this 4B, and it is more darker than the 2B, and it is also used for shading purpose. So basically B represents the quantity of graphite, so the higher the number of B, the more darker will be our pencil like this. Now I have this 8B, and it is more darker than 4B. And here I have 9B, and it's more darker than these all. That's it. So now let's get back to the point. We guys were talking about drawing the basic shapes. So yeah, you guys can draw basic shapes like this triangle, and you guys can do shadings as well. You guys can draw shadows like this, and you can blend these shadows with the help of your finger like this, or with the help of this cotton bud, or also you can use tissue paper as well, or the blending stems and stuff like that. While shading, always keep one thing in your mind: light and the shadow. So the area of our drawing facing the direction from where the source light will come will always be little lighter, whereas the opposite part will be darker like this. And shadow of anything will always fall at the opposite side from where the source light is coming like this. And the area on which the source light will fall will always be lighter like this. So this is how you guys can shade your drawings. Just keep these things in your mind while shading, and just keep practicing, making simple basic shapes with the help of lines. That's why I was saying you guys to practice straight lines, because these lines are very useful for drawing. If we get good hold on lines, we can easily draw at least the basic shapes like these so easily. Let's draw a rectangle with the help of these basic straight lines like this. So yeah, this is how we can make basic shapes with the help of very simple lines and curves. First, just draw roughly, and then just define the edges of your drawing like this, and then just add shadows, and that's it. So what will be the benefit to the beginners to draw these basic objects? So the benefit will be this, that whenever you see anything in your surrounding and you want to draw it, you will just divide that thing into the basic shapes, right? And then with the help of those basic shapes, you guys can draw anything. Like you can draw a flower with circle, you can draw a moon with circle, a sun with circle, you guys can draw stars with triangles, and with the help of these basic squares and rectangles and triangles, we can make house like this. So, and now We'll draw a car with the help of these basic shapes. Just erase the unnecessary lines. So yeah, and with this basic shape of heart, we can draw an apple like this, just by doing, little modifications like these. We can even draw a cup of tea with the help of this simple circle like this. This is our cup of tea. So this is how we can, convert any basic shape into a beautiful drawing of different objects like this. So we can draw much more, like we can draw cylinders with the help of circles, and with the help of a rhombus we can draw a table, and we can draw a book as well like this. So just try, practicing different shapes and different objects from your surroundings and nature, and just, draw them and just shade them. And this is how you guys can gradually, improve your drawing. So just try to draw, simple objects with the help of basic shapes, and draw daily, because the more you practice, the more you will get better. Alright, now let me draw a still life for you guys. So here I have placed a pencil, and I'm gonna draw this for you guys, just to have a demonstration that how we can draw with our observation. So I'm gonna place it here on a white sheet. I hope this white sheet is not see-through. Let me just check. Okay, fine. Let me place another white sheet beneath this one, so that the drawing below don't disturb you. Alright, so I'm gonna place it like this. Yeah, I think it's fine now. Okay, so now I will place this pencil here, and I'll just set up this still life, and I'll just start drawing. Now I'll draw it with my observation. So first of all, I'm observing this part, and it's looking like a triangle. So I'm gonna draw this triangle first, like this, with very light lines, and we will define these lines later. So I'm gonna draw this part, the lid of the pencil, and now this one here like this, and now I'll draw this rectangular shape, the body of the pencil like this. Just draw a straight line, but a diagonal one, and also another line parallel to the first one like this. And now this part, the back side of the pencil like this. So guys, I'm just observing and drawing this pencil from the perspective I'm watching this. Maybe as you guys are watching it from the top, as my camera is overhead, so maybe you guys can observe the perspective, a different one. So yeah guys, this is called the basic drawing, and I'm done with it. And you guys have seen that how I used very simple and basic lines and shapes to draw this pencil. Similarly you guys can do as well. And now I'm gonna slightly shade it and drop a shadow here like this. And just blend this shadow with the help of this blending stem. And now I will just define these edges and the outline of this pencil. And we'll just remove these unnecessary lines. And we'll just, give it a proper shape. And we will just add little details like this. Guys, shading is very important in drawing, but when we guys will draw on canvas, we'll not shade our drawings. We'll just simply draw our drawings on the canvas, and we'll add the detailing and shading with the help of our paints. Alright, but you guys have to learn these basics. So just stay tuned with us, because in upcoming classes you guys will get to learn these all things and these all basics. And here I'm just almost done with my drawing, and I'm just blending this shadow just to give it a realistic look, and just to balance my drawing like this. I hope you guys like this demonstration, and I hope you guys have learned something. So yeah, I'm done, and that's it. How it's looking, I think it's nice. So yeah guys, this is how you can draw with your observation. And let me just give you guys an idea that what things beginners can draw. So beginners can draw food, trees, flowers, buildings, leaves, and mandala art and doodling. So what mandala art is, I'm just gonna show you guys here. You guys can make these kind of mandalas and different designs with the help of these basic shapes very easily. And this one is very easy, and everyone should try this. It's kind of a therapy, and I just love it to draw. So must try it with the help of these basic shapes. You guys will have fun, and you guys will really enjoy this process. So this is how you guys can create your different artwork and stuff like that. And you guys can make different motifs and designs like these, just with the help of basic shapes and things like these. And you guys can also make your own doodles, and this is called doodling, just drawing of anything which came into your mind, and this type of drawing is called doodling. So I think this is very easy and anyone can do it. So just make your own doodles, your own designs and your drawings, and just have fun. Alright, so yeah guys, this was all about today's class. I hope you guys to see in the next class as well, in which I'm gonna teach you that how can we draw on the canvas. So I hope you'll not miss that. See you there. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Thanks for watching.